Hey, what's up, boys? This is Contango coming at you from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. And today we are doing Germany turn 6. So this is the game I'm playing against Corporal Clegg and Piloto. And yeah, so we're on the start of round 6. I'm playing the Axis, they're playing the Allies. Just give you a quick flyby of what the map looks like before we get going. But it's going to be a big turn for Germany. Big battle to happen here in UK4, which is what we're calling London or not London. So yeah, let's quick over the map and we'll get into it. Yes, I'm a little worried about this battle. I mean, I have the odds in it, I would say, but you never know how these things are going to go. So going to be a big deal for how the game goes from here on in, that's for sure. Anyway, so that's how the map looks at the beginning of the turn. I'll give you a quick view of kind of some summary information here. As you can see, the Axis at the moment have more cash on hand than the Allies. That's mostly because of a city that Japan took. And then you can see the cities, Axis have 9, Allies have 13. So still behind there, but yeah, so without further ado, I guess let's get started with the turn. First things first are the purchases. So Germany had 73 IPCs to spend. They are buying 8 artillery, 3 infantry, and 8 mechanized infantry for 73. So, okay, let me just pause here for a second. I'm going to put the camera into my tripod, and then we'll go from there. All right, so let's start off with down here from the Italian kind of area. We're going to have one infantry from I-5 load onto the transport in 86 and go 1, 2 into 84 and drop on UK 20. So that's just a walk-on. Up north, we have one minor combat. So into G6, we're going to have 2 infantry and 1 artillery from G5. Going into G6, there's 1 Russian infantry there. This submarine from 25 is going to go, I guess this is going to be off screen, but I'll show you in a second. 1, 2, 3. Over to here. If I can find a spot. And sink this transport, the Russian transport. I think that's it for minor battles. So we just have this gigantic one to do here. So first, this transport from 23 is going to come back to 24. It's coming off a naval base from F3. It's going to pick up an infantry and an artillery from G5, and then head back and through the strait and drop the infantry and the artillery. Put it here in the ocean for now. It's also going to be joined by the battleship, the aircraft carrier, the destroyer, and the cruiser. So the entire fleet is going in there. And I did ask Corporal Clegg this time if he wanted to scramble. He has the option of scrambling 3 fighters. He said no. So we already know that there's going to be no scramble. And then everything humanly possible that can reach into UK4 is going in there. So that is going to be from UK5, 30 infantry, 20 artillery, 7 tanks from UK5, 8 mechanized infantry from F3, 8 tanks, and 13 mechanized infantry. So, and then there's 4 tactical bombers, 4 fighters, a strategic bomber, and then from G5 there are 2 fighters, 3 tactical bombers, and a bomber. So this is going to get a little bit tedious, but well, let's do the planes, and then the other stuff I'll just move over to the battle board. So this bomber is going to go 1, 2. I'll have 5 movement left. The fighters and the tactical bombers from F3 are going to go 1, 2, and have 3 movement left. This bomber from G5 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will have 3 movement left off of an airbase. And the remainder of these planes are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'll have 1 movement left. So we should have 6 fighters, 7 tactical bombers, and 2 bombers. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a second and get all these ground units onto the battle board. All right, so we've got everything on the battle board. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see it, but it's a little far away, but I think you can still kind of see it there. Yeah, so this is probably going to be the biggest battle of the game, so I'm really hoping that I don't botch anything here. So what I've done is I've kind of written this out on a little sheet to help organize it. So the Germans have 103 total units. The UK has 93 total units, including 7 AA guns. So then I've organized it into 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s for both. And yeah, so just so I can keep the rolls separately. I'll roll like 10 at a time, and then whatever the remainder is. So, you know, if there's 42, I'll roll 4 groups of 10 and then 2. So this might get a little tedious, but I want to do it right. So, and then we've got 15 planes coming in for the Germans. So that's 15 AA gunshots and 2 bombardments from the battleship and the cruiser. So here we go. A little nervous about how this is going to go. Let me just... Okay, so first things first. Yeah, we should be doing the Amphibious Assault first, so we'll go ahead with this. So we need to do the AA gunfire. So this is going to be 10 rolls at 1, and we'll do 5 after. So this is probably the biggest part of the battle right here. Okay, so there's 2 hits. And then we need to roll 5 more. Sorry, I'm not sure if you could see that. 5. And no more. So 2 hits only. That's actually good for the Germans, probably slightly below average. So we will get rid of 2 fighters. So we're down to 4 fighters. And then what I didn't explain this before, but what I did is I've duplicated the planes on the battle board and up here so that I can keep track of the movement here. So I'm going to get rid of these 2 planes as well. So it's the 2 fighters with only 1 movement left. Hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so that covers the... I'm going to write that down. Okay, so we got 2 hits on AA guns. Now let's do the battleship and the cruiser bombardment, because that's only going to happen 1 time. So we got a blue and a red. And we got 1 hit out of it. So I'm going to write that down. Okay. So then Germany has 31 regular unpaired infantry. So we're going to go groups of 10 on the black dice. Well, that's no good. 0 hits on the first one. I'm going to write that down. I'll show you what I'm writing down after. So the next group of 10, 1 hit. It's not a great start for the Germans. And the last group of 10, we had 2 hits. And then we have, it was 31 infantry, so we have a single guy left, and he misses. So we got 3 hits total. I'll show you what I'm doing here. 3 hits total on the 1s. So let's continue with the 2s. All right, so Germany has 42 2s. That's 21 artillery and 21 mechanized infantry. So there's 10. Three hits on the first group. It's a little better. 5 hits on the second group. Ooh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on the third group. And the last group of 10. Wow, again. Okay, so 5 more. Okay, and then we have two remaining, because it was 42. And 2 more hits, okay. So, let me just add this up. So if I've done this right, 19, 21. So on 42 rolls of 2s, we got 21 hits. So that's a 50% hit rate. So my apologies, but that's good for the Germans. So, okay, next we have the 3s. And there are 15 tanks and there are 4 fighters remaining. So that's going to be 19 blues. So here we go with 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll take 1 out. So the remaining 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 11 hits on 19 shots. So that's also good for the Germans, above average. Okay, so then we have the bombers and strategic bombers, the tactical bombers and strategic bombers. There's 9 of those. So, not sure if you can see this, but so 9 reds. And we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. All right, let me tally that up. All right, have I done this correctly? So here's my total. So we got 1 from the bombardment. So 4, 25, 36, 42. So I got 42 total hits for the Germans on the first round. Not bad. So we need to take some casualties for the Allies. So we are going to do 7 AA guns. So we got 35 to go. So we're going to get rid of the French for sure. I'm sorry if I'm blocking your view. Let's see how badly I'm blocking your view. Okay. Let's do that instead. definitely getting rid of all those guys. You know, I should probably keep these. Okay, what do we have left? So this is 7 plus 6 is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 from 42. So we've got 19 left. So let's do, this is 2 black chips that I use for 20s. And then we'll steal one of these 1 chips and give it back to the British. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, so let's just recount this. 7 plus 6 is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 32, 42. Okay, so I think we got that right. These are all 2s, kind of spreading out. All right, so now we need to roll for the allies. So we have 62s. So 6 groups of 10. All right. So group number 1. We got 2 hits. Group number 2. 4 hits. Group number 3. 6 hits. Don't like to see that as the Germans. Group number 4. 1 hit. Group number 5. 1. And group number 6. 4. So, allies with 18 total hits. Did I do that right? 6, 12, 13, 14, 18. I do accounting for a living, but I'm not very good at basic math. So, so 18 hits, a little lower. You would have expected 20, so a little lower than average, unfortunately. So next up we've got the 3s. There's 13 3s. Okay, so here's 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got 3 left over. Sorry, can you see that? Yeah, 3. And 2 more. So that is 7 total. And then we've got 13 4s as well. Sorry, just make sure there's all 10 there. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 3 left over. So 3. And only 1 this time. All right, so if I've done this correctly, 18, 25, 33. So the Allies got 33 hits, not including the 2 they got for anti-aircraft guns. So we need to take 33 casualties as the Germans. So let's do that. So this is, these guys can all move back. They're all done now. Okay, so we've got 31. I'm going to take 1 artillery and 1 mechanized infantry for 2 more. So yeah, that makes sense. We had 31 infantry to start, and then we're taking 1 artillery and 1 mechanized infantry. Casualty pile is getting large. Yeah, so I would say that's a great first round for Germany. Let me just fill in. I'm not gonna pause it because I don't want to do that in the middle of a battle. But let me just fill in the numbers on our second round here. All right, how many 2s are there left for the UK? 23, 24, 25. Does that make sense? It had 60, they're down to 25. That's 35 lost, plus the 7 AA guns. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so we've got, sorry, I'm not showing this very well. We've got 42s left as the Germans, 19 3s, 9 4s. The UK has 25 2s, 13 3s, and 13 4s. If I've done this correctly, let me just, so the Germans should have 59, 68. That's, okay, that makes sense because they had 103 and lost 33, which would put them at 70, but they also lost two planes, which would put them at 68. So, okay, that makes sense. Okay. So, Germans have 42s to roll. So, again, groups of 10s. So, group number 1, 3 hits. Group number 2, another 3 hits. Group number 3, 1 hit only. Group number 4, 3 hits. So 10 hits total on 40 rolls, so a little below average this time. Let's go to the blues. So we've got 19 3s, 15 tanks, and 4 fighters. So we'll do a group of 10. So 7, that's pretty good. Then we have 9 left, so I'll remove 1. Ooh, and another 6. All right, so we did great on the 2s. 13 out of 19. Not bad. And then we have 9 4s remaining. 9 bombers. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Okay, so we have here, so 29 more hits for the Germans. All right, let's. So we've got 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. All right, so 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. All right. So we've got, for the UK, we've got 25 twos. So group number 1 with 2 hits. Group number 2 with 4 hits. And we've got 5 remaining. We'll get rid of 5. And only 1. So that is 7 total on the twos. So then we've got 13 threes. Ooh, only 3 on the first set. And we got 3 left over. And only 1. So 4 hits on the threes. And then we have 13 fours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got 3 left over. Get us to 13. And 3 hits. All right, so we've got 7 on twos, 4 on threes, 9 on fours. So total being 20. So we got to get rid of 20 German units. How do we want to do this? I'm going to get rid of move these guys back first. I'm going to get rid of 15 artillery and 5 mechanized infantry. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to swap this 10 for 2 5s because I'm going to need to split this up. Let's keep these here. Okay. Only 5 of these are going to be able to stay paired with the artillery. So let's actually put these down here. I'm going to switch this out Get myself another mechanized infantry. So we only got 5 that are paired left. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that are not. Yeah, okay. Let's put this back here. All right, so I just want to check that I did that right. I should be down to, I had 42s at the start of that, and I lost 20. So there should be 20 units left here. This is 5 and 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we've got 20 units left that used to be 2s. Some of the mechanized infantry got downgraded, so that makes sense. Okay, so I don't think we need the paper anymore. I think we're down to a small enough group of units that we can do this the old-fashioned way. So we have 10 mechanized infantry that are not paired. So we're down to black dice now. And that's 1 hit. Then we've got 10 mechanized infantry and artillery pairs. That is 4 hits. All right, now we've got still 19 at 3. So that's 4 hits. So remember 4. We're going to roll 9. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to put these all to the side as hits. Can you see that? Yes. Okay. Yeah, so 4 plus 6, 10 hits total. Then we have 9 bombers left. And that is 4 hits. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 hits. So this is going to be, oops, 5 tanks, 4 tactical bombers. So that's 9 of our 19. And then we need, 19. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need 10 more. We'll go with the American fighters. Or you know what, we'll leave 1 American fighter and take the French. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, sorry. How many American fighters were there? 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And okay, so we need 3 British fighters as well to get us to 19. All right, did I do that right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have one too many. Give 1 back. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 6 is 19. Okay, so we're left with 3 British fighters for the next round. Okay, so the British had 9 at 3, back. So we've got 9 blues. Three hits only, unfortunately. And then still 13 fours. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 fours. So we'll roll 10. So that's 6 hits. We've got 3 left. 3 more. So that is 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 hits we've got to take on the Germans. So let's clear these out. What was it? 12. So we're going to take our 5 artillery, 5 mechanized infantry, and 2 more mechanized infantry. So we're down to 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mechanized infantry. All right, so we're coming down to the end here. Let's roll the blues. There's 19 blues. That should get me 3 hits. There we are. So 4 hits. So that's going to clear out the British fighters that are remaining. So we've got three British fighters remaining. And only 1 hit. Okay, so we'll take another mechanized infantry. And these British fighters are gone. Woo, okay. Longest battle in history. So hopefully I did that all right. I think that I did, but hopefully I didn't screw it up. I would say that went quite well, probably above average for Germany. Well, I'm pretty sure it's above average for Germany. Like I said, it was an expectation that I would win this, but could have gone a lot worse. So yeah, I wasn't really expecting to have any mechanized infantry left. Probably not. Probably maybe lose a few tanks as well, but yeah, we still got 8 mechanized infantry, so that's pretty good for the Germans. Okay, so we've got one other small battle. Let's put these ground units back. So that's what's remaining. And I did earlier, I took out the fighters that died from here. So I am going to get rid of these duplicate planes. So we don't need them anymore. Planes are all back on the board. All right, so we have our minor battle up here in G6. We have 2 infantry and 1 artillery versus 1 infantry. So this is going to be our infantry and artillery pair, and then our 1 infantry. It's not paired. And we got a hit. The Russians return fire, and they also get a hit. All right, so this guy's gone, and we lose 1 German infantry. Okay, so I think that's it for rolling. Whoops, I just knocked over some British. Okay, so let me pause it there for a second. I need to get a drink. Okay, let's take care of the income tracker. So we've got 1, 2, 3, for the Germans in UK4. And then down here, UK20, another 1 for the Germans. So that is going to be 4 onto Germany to 71, and the UK down 4 to 17. And then up here, I cannot mangle the units again. Take off this Russian flag, and that one is worth 3. So Germany is going to be 1, 2, 3. So they are at 72 plus 2 is 74. And Russia goes down 3 to 41. Okay. Non-combat moves. Let's get rid of these red arrows for a minute. Okay, and I just realized that I forgot to get rid of this Russian transport. That was an auto kill. So that's gone as well. All right, non-combat moves. Let's land some planes. So we've got 3 tactical bombers that only have 1 movement left. They're going to land in UK5 with the AA guns. Then we've got these planes with 3 movement left. They're all going to go to F3. So that's 4 fighters, 4 tactical, 4 tactical bombers, and a bomber. And this 1 bomber with 5 left is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into G5. Sorry, I got to pause it and get another drink. Yeah, I don't know what it sounds like to you, but I'm kind of losing my voice. Ever since I was sick, my voice has been a little bit on the weak side. So, other non-combat moves. We're going to have 1 infantry from G7 go into R8. This infantry from G8 is going to go into G7. We're going to have all of the infantry and artillery from G5 are going to move forward into G7. And let's do 1 AA gun as well. I'm going to split up the 2 AA guns, leave 1 in G5. All right. In the south, these 5 infantry from PA-10 are going to move forward into PA-11 with the Italian tank. From I-5, the AA gun is going to move into I-1. This cruiser in 86 is going to go into 87. The battleship in 86 is going to go to 71. Infantry, the infantry in UK4 is going to go back up to F6. The mechanized infantry in PA9 is going to go to UK12. And yeah, 1 infantry from PX4. You know what? I don't think we need to do that. I'm going to leave him, even though I put that arrow there. So, I'm going to leave, forget this one. All right, so I think that's everything. Let me just pause and make sure I didn't miss any non-combat moves. Okay, I think we're good on non-combat moves. Germany is feeling light on units at the moment. I think they lost upwards of 70 units this turn. So, but then again, so did the Allies, but they lost more. So, okay, let's do our place new units. Get rid of these too. Okay, so we have 8 artillery and 2 infantry that are going to go into G5, which I guess is off screen for you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so 8 artillery, 2 infantry into G5. Then in F5, we're going to do 1 infantry and 2 mechanized infantry. And in G15, the remaining 6 infantry. That should be that. All right, so we need to do collect income. Let me collect that up for a minute. Okay, so I have Germany at 74. So we've got 74 IPCs here. We're going to need to do 1 convoy raid, which we'll do in a minute. At least 1. And then we have an extra 5 for having taken UK4 as a national objective. And then 10 IPCs that we're taking from the UK. So the UK had 19 on hand, I believe. So we're taking 15 of that because there was a city here. So that's 5. And then the major industrial complex is worth 10, which that needs to get downgraded. Let's do that right now. Okay, so we downgraded the factory in UK4. Okay, let's do, I believe the only convoy raid is this one up here in NC Zone 25. So let's roll that. 2 dice. And there's quite a lot to be stolen there. Upwards of 10 IPCs. So 2 dice for the Russians. And they get 2. So we need to take 2 IPCs away from the Germans. So that's going to leave them with 72 plus 20, 92 IPCs. So let me just check. I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh, you know what we need to do is call out the territories. But before we do that, let me just check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I think we're good. So let's call out the units. We'll start with naval units. 87, we have 1 cruiser. 71, 1 battleship. 84, 1 transport. In Sea Zone 40, we have a carrier, a battleship, a transport, a destroyer, and a cruiser. And then we have 1 sub way over here in 33. For ground units, we have 1 infantry in UK 20. We have 1 AA gun in I1. We have 2 infantry and 1 artillery in F6. UK 12, 1 mechanized infantry. In PX4, 3 infantry, 1 AA gun. In UK 4, we have 7 mechanized infantry, 15 tanks. That's it. In UK 5, we have 3 AA guns and 3 tactical bombers. In F3, we have 4 fighters, 4 tactical bombers, and 1 bomber. In F5, we have 1 infantry and 2 mechanized infantry. Sorry, knocking things over again. In PA 11, we have five infantry. In G15, we have 6 mechanized infantry. In G7, we have 26 infantry, 6 artillery, and an AA gun. In G5, we have 8 artillery, 2 infantry, 1 AA gun, and 1 bomber. In G6, we have an infantry and artillery. In G2, we have 6 infantry. I believe that's it. All right, so sorry about the long turn. It took a long time to roll that out, but I wanted to make sure that I did it right. I'd say it went quite well for Germany. Yeah, probably significantly above average. So obviously I'm happy with that. Sorry to you guys. And yeah, so up next is Piloto with the Russians. So Russia turn 6. So yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.